What is going on, everybody? It is Tuesday, Game of Thrones, not to be confused with Monday, Game of Thrones. Due to the holiday, we didn't do this yesterday, but we're going to be doing it tonight. And we got episode number 3 of season 5 for you. What is going on, JV?
Chilling, man, chilling. And we get our first installment of fast travel in this episode.
Yeah, that's true. And of course, we got Shadu, who there is a message in the chat for you.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know if that's Larry or I sent a friend the link for the stream, so it may be him, it may not be. I don't know.
I have no idea, but the comment is hysterical because the very first comment says from Night Lore, it says, first, suck, eat, and swallow it, Shaduki.
Like that feels like Larry, but he's got Lawrence Knight. So I who is that?
I don't know. I'm sure we'll find out later.
I don't know, but I like them already.
And Lunar Girl says, hi friends, what is going on, Lunar Girl? She also says, I love this intro. Absolutely. We are starting a couple minutes early. I haven't eaten. JV's got stuff he's got to do, so we got to try to keep this probably to like an hour and 30 minutes tops. So we are going to be jumping in. So here we go. And we are starting out in the House of Black and White.
Yes. So I have a link that I'm going to post into my chat, chat, and then this is an explanation of all of those statues that you see in there, and it is narrated by Jaqen H'ghar. So it's very cool.
Yes, and we both just posted that. So, and it starts out with Arya. She's basically sweeping the floor. And she's got a few opinions about this.
You think?
Just a little bit.
I've been sweeping this floor for days.
Good.
I didn't come here to sweep floors.
Why not?
Why come?
Then why come?
You said I could be your apprentice. You said you'd teach me how to be a faceless man.
A man teaches a girl.
Mm-hmm.
While to Iris, all men must serve.
All men must serve.
Faceless men must serve.
Mm-hmm.
I want to serve.
A girl wants to serve herself. Here we serve the many-faced god to serve well. A girl must become noble.
Which one's the many-faced god?
All of them.
I see the stranger. I see the drowned god. I see the wayward face.
There is only one god. A girl knows his name. And all men know his gift.
Mm-hmm. The faceless men serve death.
Yes.
Yep.
And also, this is a great way to showcase the fact that Arya doesn't understand what she's getting into. She is not here to serve herself. She is here to serve basically others. And so there's a little bit of wisdom in there. She's a little too eager. What were you going to say, Shadow?
I was going to say, it makes sense given where the faith of the faceless, the many-faced god came from, the slave pits of Valyria. But the point you brought up, Ryan, that's actually something I wasn't thinking about, how she came to the House of Black and White to suit her own interests, to basically start knocking names off her list, failing to realize that, no, you don't get that kind of power for yourself. You got to use that for other stuff.
Kind of reminds
me that was the lesson of her little arc.
No,
well, okay.
Kind of reminds me of Anakin a smidgen because he's very self-centered. She's very self-centered in this moment, and she has to learn to not be.
And by serving the many-faced god, the faceless men are euthanizers and assassins at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes. And so basically this first little segment is about her learning her place. What's up there, Zombie Man? Says, "Hey,
what's up, Zombie Man?
How's it going?" But now we kind of jump over real quick to we got a wedding.
Yes.
Doing pretty good, zombie. How about you?
Look at that face, man. She's so pissed.
She's just like that smirking hole from High Garden.
Notice,
Yes.
Who's hotter than you are, Cersei?
notice also, I think this is the first time, and JV, feel free to correct me, but this is the first time she hasn't had someone else in the carriage with her. She's normally got like one of her kids in there, like a person she's talking to, but this is the first time that she's ever alone in the box.
That's possible. That's possible, but then again, Joffrey's dead.
Yeah.
The Marcella is in Dorne, and
Right.
Tommen is king. So this makes sense that she's.
No, that's not what I want.
No.
It's a little too much of me.
Yeah, so
It's
would
a
you
lot.
say
Too much.
it's like cinematography to show, like, really hammer home that she's alone, no friends, no allies in the world?
Well, see,
you mean how they symbolize it? Yes.
Yeah.
Very much
Okay.
so.
the angle of her like literally looking between the two of them is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
There's just that look of like disdain. She's like, oh,
Yeah.
good. And what up there, Rolando?
Rolando
Says hello.
Welcome.
Hey, what's going on?
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Thanks for joining us for the Scowl Fest.
Yo, we got
Vader.
What up, Matt Vader? How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. We're talking about a little Game of Thrones and a little bit of passing of the torch. Because now she is Queen Mother. Her power is very gone.
It's
No,
almost
isn't she
non-existent.
the Dowager Queen?
She is, and Marjorie addresses that later on.
Mhm.
But as far as her having any political influence or sway within the realm, that is gone. She could
Yeah.
advise her son, but she carries no weight.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Not even as a Lannister.
Speaking of,
Also,
go ahead, dude. Go. Let's make a joke.
gotcha. I was just gonna say I noticed something weird about her dress, and I may be like overthinking it, but like whenever she was trying to, attain power, she had it like cut in certain ways to like seduce people around her. But now that she's achieved her goal, it's, at least from like a quick glance, it looks like something more like Cersei would wear. A reinforcement
Marjorie, you
of
mean?
power.
Marjorie, you mean?
Yeah,
you mean?
Marjorie, like how she's dressed. It's,
There's maybe for the wedding, because in a later scene she's looking to which is with her gals. She looks a lot more like she would
okay.
in the Reach.
Yeah.
This wasn't a detail I noticed while watching earlier. This is like something that just hit. Like, hey, she's not showing off her side. It's
Right.
fabric.
Now,
Big Wish.
hey, what's up, R2?
R2.
R2, what's up, man?
R2 says berries and cream, berries and what's the little lad that loves berries? And
Wait, so like, was that something
Oh,
Tom said, or was it just R2 making?
Well,
tangent
now I-
alert! Tangent alert! Tangent!
Okay, yeah, no. We'll have to show it. We'll show it on Friday Night's Royal Rumble. Because
Understood. Okay.
I was gonna show it though. So now this is a big moment here because obviously the deal has been sealed.
Wait. Can we show the scene?
You can show part of it.
There is no parts being exposed. So
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Marjorie shows
No.
it really close to. It's probably
Well-
close enough that maybe we should probably tiptoe the line.
yeah,
Okay.
So I mean, as of right now, no.
no.
Did I hurt you?
This was the part where I was like a little bit worried. I didn't remember how the blanket was.
Yeah, it's not until she sits up that it's really close.
Okay.
Maybe I hurt you.
Howdy, Brandon.
What's up, Brandon?
Oh, no. You're very sweet. The sweetest king.
Well,
So
This is
So,
what's up, Doc?
finally,
Every day.
Marjorie gets a husband
Yeah.
that. Just
Well,
saying.
hasn't died.
Well, that
or at
also
least
does his job.
Well, also who isn't? Yeah.
Because Renly gets off with guys, Joffrey gets off shooting people with his crossbow. Tommen is quote unquote normal.
Eager.
He's very eager young
normal.
man.
Normal.
Very eager young man.
Wouldn't that be glorious?
He's like, can we do that all day?
Shouldn't we rest a little while?
Again.
Just to catch our breath. There's no rush, is there?
Which
No, you don't.
Hungry?
You do
No,
not.
you don't.
Some cake or
No, I'm fine. I just want
Well,
to
that got close.
I want to know
Ryan?
everything there is
What?
to know about King Tommen.
What happened?
His name.
Cutting it close.
King Tommen.
Yeah, I was close.
Shut up, Shadow.
Strange to me.
It should do.
Queen Marjorie sounds strange.
I was looking
to
at
me.
Ryan. Whoops.
So
Okay,
strange.
Twinkerbell.
Husband.
Oh. Go figure who comes in the middle of this scene.
Hey, Tyler.
Hey! What's that, Tyler?
We
Did you guys start?
we started a little
Yeah.
early.
Jesus.
Yeah, Ron. I barely showed up before the intro hit, so
Yeah,
Okay.
we started
Yeah.
like
Awesome.
we started a little early.
Okay. All
but
right.
we're
Anyway,
glad to
hey,
see
what's
that
up?
your contributions are incredibly necessary.
Shh.
A lot of it, right?
Yes.
a lot of it.
Good time to pop in.
I'm the king.
Yep.
I've married the most beautiful woman in the world.
And
It's all-
R2, you are not wrong.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
understand. You know that, don't you?
It was like there was a calling to
You
me.
mustn't
Didn't
feel
know.
guilty.
Didn't,
It was
didn't
as
quite
a
know what
pair
it
of voices cried out in the night.
Exactly. That's what
In the universe, it's Spidey sense.
like a million
Booby
voices
sense.
crying out. Boobs.
Now there is a further conversation that goes on here that Marjorie is ultimately alluding to.
Planting
Basically,
a seed.
Yeah.
She's planting a seed. Get
Yes.
mom out of here.
Does your mother like it here?
literally right here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
Little hintity hint
I told
hint.
you never to trust anyone in King's Landing.
So wonderful.
R2, yes, it is. that, and she was in Captain America, the first Avenger.
Oh, the first one. I thought you were talking about Carter's daughter. Or
No.
niece or whatever.
Mm-mm.
That's right. I completely forgot she was in the first one.
She was.
She had a small role.
Very
She had a
small. very
role.
small.
She was the one that Steve Rogers was kissing when Agent Carter walked in and saw
That
the
was
kid.
her.
Mhm.
Holy
I
shit!
don't remember that scene.
I do know.
Oh,
It's
of course you don't, Shadow, because there was kissing in it.
Probably.
Good call, R2. That's R2 actually said something useful. Look at
holy
that.
shit! I didn't recognize her because her hair was so blonde.
Memes a coming.
Holy cow!
A lioness guarding her cub.
Well, I'm a man now.
I'm a man now. I did the deed.
I'm a big boy now.
Yeah.
But you'll always be her.
Hey, wasn't that swell? Maybe we could do it again.
I adore her. She's always been so generous with me, so kind.
My God, R2 says, Cap sucked face with all the women's of the USA. And Matt Vader says, I'm a man.
Oh, yes. Golly gee, that was really swell.
Did we do that again?
Using her husband, her eldest child, and her father. It's no wonder she's so protective of you. She'll never let you out of her sight.
But
Not
What?
even for a moment.
Wow.
You'll watch her
This shadow
And
fan.
then-
Marriage are often so blissful.
Transition's pretty quick, by the way.
yeah, it is pretty quick. It's like the next, literally like sun comes up and whoop, here we go.
Yeah.
Vader.
What's on there? I don't get it.
I'm assuming he's talking about Marjorie.
I would assume so.
What about it?
Mhm. Mhm.
Did she have?
No.
Did she have something on her nose?
Now,
She's intelligent.
See, that's not fun.
Quite clever.
and here we go. Cersei doing the exact same thing, trying to influence him. Do you think she's smart? I mean, she smiles a lot, maybe, but she's pretty, so I guess that counts for something. When Marjorie is a very smart player in this game.
I'm not going to read that on YouTube. I'm not going to read that one on YouTube.
Yeah. Especially since Cersei has never had to, like, she's always basically flaunted daddy's name, daddy's money, husband's name, or Jaime's sword. And that's typically gotten her what she's wanted. She's never really needed to be duplicitous.
Yeah, she flaunts his sword.
I was inclined to steal one.
Like, you mean like a...
We know what you meant.
We didn't know what you meant, Shadow. Little passive aggressive perv there.
I take the 5th.
You plead the 5th. If you're taking the 5th, it's like, never mind.
Yeah,
right.
He said,
They're trying to set a new record. What is the record?
We've already had 4 guys. I'll take the 5th.
All right, now here we go.
Mother.
And this is where Marjorie is at her best. You know, would you like something to drink? I would offer you wine, but it's a little too early for us.
Yes.
Implying you're a drunk bitch.
Yeah, you're an alky. That's what she said.
Don't you look lovely? Marriage agrees with you. Can we bring you anything to eat or drink? I wish we had some wine for you. It's a bit early in the day for us.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
Exactly.
I just wanted to let you know if
you need anything.
anything I can do for you. You were very sweet.
Yeah.
Tormund seems quite taken.
And then Marjorie talks about, you know, hey, I mean, he is quite a man. I just
Wow.
Good.
Lunar, yep. There you go.
Yeah.
Lunar,
yeah.
there you
I
go.
will say, one issue that I have with this scene, and it kind of like flips back to some of the stuff I said about Cersei in the last episode, is she flip-flops between like broken and like Marjorie's one to we have enemies, we have enemies, we have enemies. She's not staying a consistent character in my opinion. Maybe it's just because I'm thinking about the book version where she's like, you're in her head and everything is an enemy. This feels too beaten.
Concentrate on the show.
Right, exactly. But even with this.
And right now, her character, she is in very unknown space right now. Because her entire support structure is gone.
Mm-hmm.
So Tywin's gone. Jaime and Bronn are off to Dorne now. So now she is in very unfamiliar waters where she's got her sycophants, but anyone with any real knowledge knows that she's not someone to be. She is not a serious person.
That's true.
I think the scene would be better if there weren't so many like girls in clothes.
Giggling.
Okay. yeah. A little less close on the ladies.
Kind of spice up the scene a little bit. It's like, you know, it's a little boring and everyone's wearing shirts,
dresses, and
exactly.
Gosh darn it.
Tyler, I think I got a video for you then.
This was great.
I don't want to know what kind of videos you're into, buddy.
What's the proper way to address you now? Queen Mother or Dowager Queen?
He's probably one of those guys that has Daenerys sit on his lap in that bar.
In any event, judging from the king's
yeah, that moment.
The Queen Mother will be a Queen Grandmother.
Old haggard Dany.
Which
they'll ring the bells all day and night.
Which again, just saying that drives Cersei, just makes her just fume just a little more. Like, yeah, don't remind me.
Anything you need.
And then Marjorie's look afterward. The girls start to giggle.
And then the worst part is like they start laughing at her as she's walking away.
She's pissed.
Oh, she's fuming.
That happens to me every time I go to the mall. Every time I leave a group, they'll giggle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is that before or after you walk out of a hot topic?
I mean, I'm going in and out of Hot Topics all day, man. So
Okay.
Shadow, do you even know what a hot topic is?
Sadly, yes, and I know it from South Park.
Okay, well, we'll.
oh yeah, from the
Vamp Kids episode.
Yeah,
Lunar
Oh, that
Girl,
makes
I
sense.
love
awesome.
Fucking hot topic.
it. Yeah.
good old Marjorie.
Of the North would always be a Stark, and he'd be damned if he'd kiss a traitor.
Did we do the Jon Snow part yet? Did we?
Oh, I think
No.
it's after this.
Not yet.
It's coming up.
After
Okay.
this.
Along with his
I was
wife,
I hope I didn't miss that.
made his
No.
son watch.
And
The new Lord Kerwin paid his taxes.
Well,
It's
a
just
lot
the-
of Marjorie love in the chat.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course. Right. Vanquish, yes. I love that smirking hole from High Garden.
Me too.
Yeah, you're not alone in that one.
something important to tell you. Stop eating and listen.
Oh, damn. There we go.
Putts.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go flaying our vassals.
We don't have enough men to hold the North if the other houses rise up against us. Do you understand that?
Our pact with the Lannisters protects
I had a
us.
pact with Tywin Lannister.
Means nothing.
And Tywin Lannister
Right.
is dead.
Yes.
The remaining Lannisters are 1,000 miles away dealing with that fact. They've never once in the history of the Seven Kingdoms sent their army this far north.
And they never
They
will.
For us, you're a fool. We become a great house by entering into alliances with other houses and parlaying those alliances into greater power. The best way to forge a lasting alliance isn't by peeling a man's skin off. The best way is marriage.
This is probably my favorite episode to with Roose in it. He shows that yes, he's an asshole and he's not to be trusted, but he is extremely pragmatic.
Mhm.
Yeah, he is basically a less intelligent Tywin with Ramsay's urges. He's an edgelord that's lived long enough to realize letting everyone see that you're a fucking edgelord is going to get you killed.
Are you taking notes?
No, but I'm reading about Custer.
Married a suitable bride.
Well, don't model yourself after him.
Yeah.
Look how that ended.
I will up until the losing part.
I found the perfect girl to solidify our hold on the North.
Mm-hmm.
But them talking about this is... Oh, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, and who is that girl? Of course,
That
the
would
one
be Sansa.
the one person who can't catch a fucking break.
That's actually two things. One of them gets brought up a little bit, so I won't mention it. But Roose is all about, like, we don't hold the North through fear or alliances. We need blah, 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 blah. But when push comes to shove, pretty much every house sides with the Boltons, even though there's no reason for them to side with the Boltons aside from they've got more men because all the houses are siding with the Boltons. It doesn't really make much sense.
Well, right now,
Yeah.
if the North decided, they would be screwed.
No, I mean in like later seasons. Like right now, it makes sense. Like everyone's kind of like testing the waters, seeing where everything is. Like, yeah, Tywin's dead, but the Lannisters. But later on, when certain people start doing stuff against the Boltons, it's like, why are these houses working with the Boltons when they have no reason to, aside from having more men with the Boltons? It gets weird
because they don't like the Starks. That's why.
Yeah.
Because remember what Robb Stark did during the war. He cut off Lord Karstark's head. That made
I'm not talking about the Karstarks, though. I'm talking about the Umbers.
But the Karstarks and the Umbers joined the Bolton's cause.
After the Red Wedding.
Correct.
Okay.
Kaelin. Yes. A bit shabby, isn't it?
So we're in here we see Moat Cailin, which is one of the most southern strongholds of the North. So she's getting an idea of where she's going.
Brian, where are you taking me?
Home.
The Boltons have Winterfell.
Your marriage proposal wasn't for you, was it? No.
Bruce Bolton murdered my brother. He betrayed.
Bing! It dawns on her. It's like, no.
Lannisters.
Yeah.
For now.
Light bulb goes on.
For now.
Winterfell is your home.
Not anymore.
Always. You're Stark. Dyeing your hair doesn't change that. You're Sansa Stark, eldest surviving child of Ned and Catelyn Stark.
She looks a lot like her mom right there.
I can't marry him. You can't make me. He is a traitor, a murderer.
You're not marrying Roose Bolton. No, you'll be marrying his son and heir, Ramsay.
Oh,
that's worse.
That's worse.
That's much worse.
But you know,
now,
obviously,
we know this. We know this. We know this.
They don't
going in. No, she doesn't.
She doesn't. Littlefinger probably doesn't, but we know that Ramsay prefers messing around with sausage.
You know,
don't we have a reference?
There we go.
Yeah, you did it. You did it. No, but in all honesty here, obviously, I understand. Actually, part of me is like, okay, this is a bad idea, but the same part of me is like, yeah, the only person who can honestly rule the North would be a Stark. So I kind of don't disagree. It's kind of a weird catch-22.
I have to go there.
I won't force you.
I mean, it makes sense for like the Boltons to want this relationship, but I
know how much I care
personally, and maybe JV's able to correct me on this, I don't understand why Littlefinger wants this relationship to happen. Because
power.
Okay.
Right,
power.
but like what does he get out of it?
He gets
the Boltons.
He gets the North. He gets an alliance with the North, and he explains this to Roose, that the last time the North and the Eyrie joined forces, they took down the greatest dynasty that world has ever seen.
Right.
So having a Stark, which now because even though she is dead, that is still the niece of Lysa Arryn, who they were wed. So now there is a family lock there. So now you family lock that with the North. You've got a major swath of ground, men, the resources at your disposal now.
Right, not Littlefinger's disposal, at Roose's disposal.
Yes.
Both their disposal.
Hi, Lily.
Hey!
Hey! Yay! I made it.
Yes.
And you also get to see some really terrible acting on Sophie's part in this scene.
Yes. And do you like the name change here?
Oh, let me see. Let me check you guys out.
Here, I'll make him bigger.
Targaryen.
Nice.
I think I see JV's next set of merch in the future.
Yeah, should do. What the fuck,
Shut
man?
up.
Why is your thing not in your? Lily's
What
gonna get
happened to everyone else's Ken titles?
It was like Starbucks Ken, right?
Mine's next to my name. It's just I put my tags below. See, so you can see.
Oh, okay. I see it.
Yeah, but
it was Starbucks Ken, right?
Yes. Fucker. What was Tyler? Perv Ken?
Like Redbeard Ken, I think.
Redbeard Ken.
Movie Ken. Yeah, well, it wasn't like filmmaker Ken or something.
I think that's what I said.
That's right, yeah.
I think that's what I said. I don't know if that's what Lily said.
Oh yeah.
It was Director Ken.
Director Ken.
Okay.
Mr. Director
Ken.
Speaking of, whatever you posted on Instagram looks like you're shooting a porn, by the way. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Stay tuned.
Wait, was that directed at Tyler?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ask. He's Director Ken. We don't know what he's directing.
Do you mean his PFP?
Those movies need directors too, you guys.
Yes, they do.
All right.
Not even
So
gonna.
Oh, I see the picture. He's talking about.
the guy with the cigarette in like the 70s style, like stuff going on does not help.
Yeah, he's like a washed up rock star, so he wears stuff like that. He's just overall kind of a creepy guy. So
it's pretty funny.
I'm so sorry for laughing, Tyler.
No, you're fine.
No.
Recovering Cowboys fan.
Oh my gosh, you guys are already so far ahead.
Well,
they started at like 6:45.
Like
no, we did not.
Yeah, like
6:55.
Whatever.
Five till,
like
20 minutes.
Five till. Like 5 till.
No, that would be 20 minutes early.
Oh, sorry, because last time I checked, I thought it was at like 15, so I went and did a quick workout. So I'm dying right now.
I delayed it because JV said he didn't have power, and whenever I've been given the
but when has
information,
JV ever had power?
He seems to have more reliable power than I did in the past.
Oh, you mean like electricity? Okay.
Yeah, living in Florida.
Yeah, no. Who would trust JV with like any sort of political, economic, martial power? Yeah.
Last time he had any power, he kidnapped Feige.
Yeah, he kidnapped a teenager and beat the crap out of him.
And he's been feeding him chapstick for like a year.
Oh yeah, the Kevin thing. I was talking about the Jason Todd thing.
Oh yeah.
Well, Jason Todd's gay now, right? So it doesn't matter. So
JV, you made him gay?
Sorry to
That's Tim Drake. That's
that's right.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
I was
Tim
gonna
Drake.
say you did reverse conversion therapy. Okay.
Oh, this scene was so cute.
It was okay.
How did you end up serving Renly?
It's cute.
The only reason I don't care for it is because she has a lot of plot armor. So I'm like, she's
also lost relevance.
I don't dislike the character, or I actually like the actress, to be honest. I thought she was great in Wednesday. And
the blonde refrigerator.
Yeah, and I think she's been in a couple other things I've seen too that I really liked. I feel like her character has too much. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
she played
because
Captain Phasma.
The last thing she could do was find Sansa, and then they had her just randomly find Sansa, and Sansa's like, "No, fuck you, I don't want to be with you." So now, like, why is Brienne in this story now?
Because of her code of honor, she swore to Catelyn that she would protect Sansa, and her entire thing is, do you think she is safe in the hands of Peter Baelish? The answer is obviously no.
No,
so she's just honor bound.
Yeah, I think that's. I think she's just used as something. Also, I would say this is around the time too, is the 5th season when they stopped just kind of like shock and awing, killing characters. I feel like they I feel like they actually, instead of doing it for like maybe shock value that made sense, I feel like they just got sloppy and they just randomly started killing people. And so
letting people live when they really shouldn't have lived. A certain scene with a polluted river comes to mind.
So yeah, no, I would. But anyway, back to the Lily likes the cute scenes.
JV.
No, I was on it too. Trust me.
Yeah,
I actually started it because she has plot armor galore.
Hey, well, Podrick's taking it off.
When I was a girl, my father
Yeah.
held a ball. I was only 11
Okay, so Lily, explain from a woman's perspective why this scene matters.
Well, I mean, I personally like it only because there seems to be no, like, Podrick isn't really like, oh my gosh, why am I working for her? She's like a woman. Why would I want to train with her or whatever? But he's being really cool about it. She's the one that was kind of being a jerk. And I guess she's kind of starting to see that, like, okay, why am I treating him so bad? Like, he's actually trying and he's here with me. And after their little discussion, like, I don't know. I just think it's cute that she decides to actually train him.
So do you think it's do you think it's because she reminisced on how she was treated, that this gives her a change of heart and another thing to add to the mission now to do.
Oh yeah, because she told that story about Renly and how she ended up with him.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why she's like cutting him some slack. Because I mean, she's not used to people being nice to her. So
no,
to go, but he dragged me to the
or not pitying her.
Yeah.
And it was wonderful. None of the boys noticed how mulish and tall I was.
That's so
Mulish.
mean.
That's a good word. That's a good word. That's a good word.
Yeah,
Mulish.
mulish, like a mule.
Whispered in my ear.
No.
No, I'm just double checking that I understand the meaning of the word.
My father smiled at me, and I smiled at
Children.
I'd never been so happy.
And then Podrick has it, but he
Boys sniggering.
Podrick in the moment.
But then he's like, but Lord Renly was, well, Lord Tyrion said that, yeah, he liked men, okay? Jesus.
Yeah.
Forced comedy.
He ruined the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. They he liked the penis.
Yeah. His skills as a rider of horses translated very well into his knightly proclivities.
Wow, she's literally still rambling off names that they called her.
That do. Why would you? I'm not even gonna say it.
What?
No, say it.
Where's the clip? Where is it?
Oh,
the Peter Griffin one.
That's what I figured.
Oh my God! Who the hell cares?
Not that one.
Oh, I'm in danger.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in danger.
That was one of my favorites. It's perfect.
Yes, it absolutely is.
Thank you to R2 for that one.
Yes.
Okay, so here we get to the comedic relief.
Don't let them see your tears, he told me.
Freaking Podrick.
They're nasty little shits.
Nasty little shits.
Nasty little shits aren't worth crying over. He danced with me and none of the other boys could say a word.
I mean,
Renly was the king's brother after all.
Right.
But wasn't he? Tyrion said he was.
Yes, Pod, he liked men. I'm not an idiot. He didn't love me, he didn't want me. He danced with me because he was kind and didn't want to see me hurt.
Like a
He
Podrick.
saved me from being...
That reminds me of someone who's always getting in trouble.
What?
Who would that be? Gee whiz. I don't
I'm
know.
actually confused by what Lily just said.
Play the clip
Oh,
again.
you know, Shadu, you know.
No, I only heard.
I'm in danger.
I only heard like half of it.
Oh, Tyler had.
I love that meme.
Tyler hasn't seen those yet, has he?
No, he hasn't.
Is this a Friday night thing?
No,
Yeah.
well, R2 did upload them for Friday night. So, yeah, no, it's they translate a lot of places.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking to translate a lot of places, now we're going to somebody's favorite person, and Jon Snow.
Oh.
King in the North.
Shut up.
That's what he should be.
Really?
John, I mean, John should be king.
Oh, by the way, there's a
Thank you.
last voyage of the Demeter,
Mm-hmm.
and it's got Sir Davos is like the main guy.
Davos is in it, right?
Oh yeah, no.
He's the captain of the boat that they try to take Dracula from.
Yeah,
it's a bad film.
Lily and Nomi saw it and they hated it.
Yeah.
So did I.
Really? It's I thought it was
Really
okay.
bad.
They were ranting about it in the Twitter DMs. So Joker was like, "Well, now that I know going into this is a bad movie, I think it's going to be hilarious."
Oh, you think it was bad in the Twitter DMs? Lily on
hated it. Didn't even
FNR
find
was
it hilarious.
hysterical.
I thought it was all right. Then when they like actually reveal Dracula, then it's like, okay, well, this is kind of he looks goofy, but the kind of the build up and the suspense was okay.
Wait, how do
like
they
any of
portray,
it?
like? What does he look like?
The first
Like, is he
act.
just like,
It looks
The first
bad.
act was good. The first act was good.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
falls
I agree.
at the end.
Yeah. But once he kind of shows up and starts doing vampire stuff,
Dracula stuff,
kind of goes
Was he
kind of jumps
like-
the shark, I guess. Is the way to say
Was
it.
he like a monster looking like
Not-
vampire? Did he look
Yeah.
like?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was more. He
He's like a
was
giant
more
bat.
Yeah, he was
Like
more
a,
like
like
a
a shaved bat.
But,
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
picture a Nosferatu with a bat.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Kind of like the skin of a
Nosferatu.
scrotum stretched over like a person.
I know what Nosferatu looks
That's a-
like.
On that scrotum.
I've got away with words, you guys.
Yeah, you
Very
do.
much does. That's how I describe a
All my
Nosferatu.
life, I wanted to be Jon Stark. Say the word and you will be.
Leaving it at the scrotum talk there.
No.
Speaking of a stretched out scrotum, here's
I'm giving you the chance to avenge your family.
Oh
Whoa,
my God,
where you
that's
going?
right.
again, Stannis, you have no authority. That you are making promises that you can't keep yet. So
Yeah.
Believe me, I do.
I do really like this scene in regards to Jon because it's like,
I pledged my life to the Night's
I mean, he broke his vow with Ygritte. He could just like fall back on that shit, but no, he admits he fucked up and he sticks to his guns that he is a member of the
Okay,
Night's
so-
Watch. Not only that, he's the
Okay,
Lord
so-
Commander. He's got to stick
Now-
by that oath. Sorry, JV.
now, and when this is kind of when Jon really is like, okay, Stannis, you have to leave now. You have to leave soon because when Stannis said, you were just as stubborn as your father and just as honorable, and Jon is like, well, thank you, and he's like, that wasn't a compliment.
No.
Now you've got like, oh, so now just the hashtag FU Stannis moments just keep piling up.
Well, I mean, it's not an inaccurate statement. Honor did get Ned killed.
Oh no, I would agree with that. It also is kind of a dick thing to say though, to be like, well, that's not a compliment. Well, no, it kind of is a compliment because
I mean,
even though the honor got him killed.
But if your mind's
I mean, that is Stannis to a T. He has no friends.
Yeah.
How long you
He's got a sycophant,
Are you bored
but
of
no
us already?
friends.
You saved us from Mance Raider's army. We will never forget that.
Mhm.
But it's a question of survival.
See you, Lunar.
Bye, Lunar.
Night's Watch
See you, Lunar.
continue to feed your men and the wildling prisoners indefinitely. Winter is coming.
I know it. We march on Winterfell within the fortnight before the snows trap us here.
Now, Stannis' last line, though, I'm like, okay, give you that one.
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
When Jon said, I thought a man should keep his enemies close, and then Stannis says, whoever said that didn't have a lot of enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, it's a good line. I mean, like one enemy you can control, but if you've got just a viper's nest around you, you get treated like Robert.
From his tone, but it's the truth. He believes in you. I'm sorry I disappointed him.
And then Davos tries to
Complicated, man.
no. First off, he's not a king. Stannis is a dick.
No, he is by the laws of secession. He is the king.
Of the politics of the Senate.
Tommen is a
Obviously
bastard
not.
of Winston.
Okay, but
Well,
no one knows that. But
he
no
should
one
have
knows
been.
that.
Everyone, it's the
and-
worst kept secret
by-
in King's Landing.
No one knows.
Okay, and using your same argument. So it should be Dany has at this point has the stronger claim because it was her.
Dany
because
has
it
the
was
same quality claim.
Subtle deviancy since
what's up?
I once followed these movements by tracking the sales of rape whistles.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Wow.
And on that note, I will be right back. Thank you, so Subtle. That was awesome.
Do you guys have to go get a rape whistle?
Cancer.
Yeah.
Nah. This kid's weird. That kid freaks me out.
But you've got it memorized since you got here.
Ollie's a traumatized little boy. Like, don't diss Ollie.
He's got like dead eyes.
A bit at the end.
He saw both his parents get murdered and eaten.
Yeah, you
Like,
have not seen what he has seen.
straight up, if Ollie
Doesn't
didn't
mean I have to
fall in
suffer.
with a certain crowd, he would have been like a badass. But yeah, poor Ollie.
Yeah, that's right. His parents did get eaten, which is screwed up.
Yeah.
Learned, man.
Yeah, by Thens, which isn't more accurate.
Be sitting in
Poor
a
Thens.
frozen castle at the edge of the world. Just make me wading in the muck, getting your boots dirty, and doing what needs to be done.
And what needs to be done?
As long as the Boltons rule the North will suffer. Just one man's opinion.
It's a pretty good opinion on that one. I got to be honest.
Yeah, he for those that need it, like basically he's going, hey, you got to defend the realms of men. Sometimes the realms of men are their own worst enemies, and you got to excise the cancer within. The problem with that argument, though, is the Night's Watch can't get involved because who's to say what is an actual threat to the Knights of Men and what is a political struggle between people. Howdy, Corey.
Children of the Corn meets Excalibur. What's up there, Corey?
Yeah.
Definitely a weird kid. I mean, but yeah, he's also been fucked up.
I told you I'm not. Do that again.
Who are you?
You're about to find out.
What are you doing?
We're only playing the game of faces.
The girl is not ready.
Clearly not.
I am ready.
No, you're not.
For what?
For whatever.
Oh,
you
I am
want.
ready, I
Being a
am.
faceless man. But no one.
Whose sword is that? It belongs to Arya Stark. Arya Stark's sword, Arya Stark's clothes, Arya Stark's stolen silver. The man wonders.
It's also
How is it
Arya's
that
face,
no
by the
one
way.
Came to be surrounded by Arya Stark's things.
Again, like connected back to the point that Ryan made earlier on, how she's come to the House of Black and White for her own personal needs, not for what you're supposed to go to the House of Black and White for. She never gave up Arya Stark. And I mean, she's being told, hey, go give up being Arya Stark, be a member of the temple. She doesn't even do that.
Well, she honestly probably didn't. It comes off to me like she had no idea until literally until now, like, oh, I got to get rid of everything that I've ever loved. So she's, you know, of course.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's like, oh, she's a stupid little girl. It's more just like, this isn't what she was expecting. She was expecting to go off to learn how to avenge her family and go back. And now she's realizing, to get what I need to avenge my family, I must give up who I am. And I might not even be able to get the chance to avenge them. Which you can like definitely see the doubt in her by the fact that she doesn't give up Needle, arguably the only thing tying her to being Arya Stark at this point.
Yes, that's the biggest thing tying her to it is this sword.
Because everything else belongs to Ari, to Weasel, to what some of like the other names that she went by. That is the Needle is Arya Stark. The sword with Mickens' mark gifted to her by Jon Snow.
Yes. And so she hides it in the rocks.
Yeah.
Subtle Deviancy says this is how Shadu should be trained for live streaming.
I'll take that as a compliment, I guess.
I don't know if I wouldn't take a compliment from Subtle. Something, yeah.
I don't know Subtle very well, so
basically he's saying the rules for live streaming. If you mess up, then we have to hit you with a broomstick.
Oh, that's
yeah, that's based.
So that's
well, we just hit him with a broomstick, kind of regardless. So
right,
it's just fun for us to do that.
I don't hit him with a broomstick. JV whacks him with a crowbar all the time. And then Lily eventually has to say, "Okay, be nice."
All right, enough.
It's a very back and forth.
He has Kennergy.
Allegedly.
So since she has basically given up her possessions, she is now brought in to what she is there for. Now, would you guys like to kind of explain going forward? One of you, Shadow, JV, Tyler, pick a feature.
What
about
what's next?
What she does.
Oh,
being
okay.
the
So,
bodies.
they are preparing the bodies, and she asks, "What do we do after we're done?" And there's nothing said. It is later found out that they take off the face, and this is now stored in this big hall where just faces are being stored, and this is how they are able to change a face.
Mm-hmm. It's
their camouflage. Camouflage.
Yeah.
That's pretty badass.
It's slightly gruesome.
Do they also make those little messages that self-destruct in the same place?
No.
This face will self-destruct in
It could also be looked at as a remembering of the dead. Like you give them an eternal memoriam where they will never be forgotten.
That, and it's also real easy to go from place to place and hide in plain sight when someone who's dead and forgotten.
Yeah, I mean one thing leads to another. It's the remembrance turns into the disguise, or they are used as a tool but honored for their sacrifice of being a tool. One of them two.
Maybe.
Subtle Deviancy says underneath the mask Shadu is really a 40-year-old bagel shop owner. Are you talking about Bagel Boss?
I don't know who that is, but I'm not wearing the mask right now.
Don't just.
I'm not putting it on. I'm just showing that I've got.
Stop. Stop.
What's happening?
Back to Game of Thrones.
Okay, so now we have fast travel. So because Mount Kalen is about 360 miles from the Winterfell.
Yeah,
that's a nice long trip, and it seems like just the very next day.
Yeah,
like a month's trip.
So now those transport orders work very well.
Yeah. Well, no. So, see, Sansa's been to Winterfell before, and she's been to enough locations. She's just unlocked fast travel. She just clicks a button on the map.
I mean, okay. Look, I know JV doesn't understand that, but as somebody who's played video games, he's not wrong. Like literally, that's how you get around the mechanics of that crap.
Yes.
Like if you're playing the new Starfield, I guess if you fly to like one of the closest planets, some chick on a live stream did it. Took her 7 hours of manual travel through space to do it instead of fast traveling. I'm like, that is just insane. Like,
like, can you do stuff on the ship while you're traveling, or
no, you just fly. You just
wow.
Like if you could do stuff on the ship,
well,
like
you don't have to do it. I'm just saying somebody did it. Some chick took her 7 hours because she's a weirdo.
Ramsay Bolton.
She even claimed the fame. Because somebody's like, oh, some Twitch streamer, and she's like, me, that was me. I did that. It's like, why are you admitting this? Look, unless you made $1,500 from this stream, why are you admitting this?
Hey, for some people, that level of stupidity is impressive.
Well, she's pretty cute, so she probably got away with a lot of money. Subtle Deviancy, if they can find Luke via a hidden map, Sansa can do similar. We'll give them ideas.
Is it fun though while you're traveling through the ship?
No, they showed the video and she's just flying.
Yeah,
she's like at least on Hogwarts Legacy, like I would try to take the long way too, just to be on the broom. But then I would stop and like fight everything on the way there.
Yeah, no, I understand. Like, for example, playing Skyrim, like, yeah, you can just like grab a wagon or fast travel, but like buying a horse and then just riding along the Skyrim roads, it's an experience. Same thing with like The Witcher or Dragon Age. And hey, JV,
I would normally let a little like, go on a little further, but JV is on a time frame, so and,
yeah, I know.
So I will cut him some slack.
Sorry,
JV.
That's just tangent alert, and I'm like, oh, someone is not happy about this.
Oh, she's psycho too.
Yeah, and that is not the one, you want. She is.
Yeah, she is Ramsay's soulmate. That's. Yeah, no.
She should be
That's
Ramsay's
too much crazy.
cellmate.
That's 30 pounds of crazy in a 5-pound sack.
That's it. She's out of her fucking mind. That chick.
Now this is a
This
great,
guy-
great,
yeah, yep.
great line. Great line.
Welcome home, Lady Stark.
Lady Stark. The North remembers.
The North remembers.
Now that is the whole entire point of what, in my opinion, probably Peter Baelish did that was right, because the North is going to remember.
There is that, and this ultimately spells the doom, spells the fall of Roose and his entire house, because the North will never forgive him. Truly,
yes. No, no.
Except when it comes to, fighting an army led by Sansa and Jon.
Yes.
I don't like season 7.
Trust me, we got a ways to go, but it's
I know.
going to be
It's
mostly
even worse than that, believe it or not, man.
I know
Yeah,
it
it's
does.
going to be start to subtly go downhill.
Considerably worse.
Okay, now this scene is great.
Such a good fucking scene.
Yes.
Okay, so now there is a part that there is a part that I want to. There is a part of this that I want to ask Tyler, because there's a part of this entire scene that doesn't make any sense to me, and I just
There's no boobs in this scene, Joker. It's irrelevant.
Okay, well,
is that what you needed to hear?
No.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Yarwick and I have decided
This part is probably what he's going to ask about.
oversee this crucial task.
No.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Brian, good job for a ginger.
Brian. Seems like a good job for a ginger.
Yeah. That's not what you wanted to ask?
No, not that at all.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Why would you assume that? Wow. Wow, you just assume he's going to ask me about the ginger comment?
For obvious reasons?
Because, I mean,
guess not.
Now, John, smart move.
Many times over.
That's a smart move.
Give this
on
guy
his
a
part.
leadership post,
Oh, this is good for 2 reasons. This is a really good move for 2 reasons.
Because of what he does to Janice.
Yeah, exactly. This is honoring Alistair, appeasing him and his faction, and then also showing I'm fair to my enemies. So when he gives Janos his poison pill, it looks like it's a genuine offer and not the poison pill that it is.
And it also when Janice pops off, Alistair's like, I ain't helping you, dude.
Yeah.
You done stepped in this yourself.
And he seems like super unreasonable too.
Yes.
Yes, he comes off extremely unreasonable.
Like really really over the top and angry, kind of like petty.
For those who don't understand why, he's being given command of one of the abandoned forts of the Wall, a location that has not been used for hundreds of years. Best case scenario, you got some ruined stone and some rotted out wood. Most likely, you've got a stairway up onto the wall and nothing else. It's going to require a complete and absolute rebuilding with a couple dozen men, and that's where you're going to spend your time. It is absolutely a poison pill. It's meant to get rid of Janos while also seeming like he's still being used for something. Now, 2 things happen here. 1, Janos...
It's funny because it's true.
Janos either dies out there in Greyguard, or he actually turns it into something usable. Either way, Jon wins.
Win-win.
Janos...
Because he's smart and hot.
The defense of King's Landing when you were
Wait, comment on the second part.
Wait, what did you say,
And now
Lily?
you're here.
What?
What did you say, Lily?
I said because he's smart and hot.
Oh, I thought you said like for yourself, like I'm hot. I'm like,
Oh, wow.
was that in question? Did anybody? Did I miss a chat?
No, I heard
the
she
last
was talking about Kit Harington the entire time.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, no. Lily loves some Jon Snow.
Keep your room.
God, that kid's creepy.
Arms and armor. Say your farewells. And ride for Greyguard.
What's
Hey,
up?
love
Love it.
Hey, love it.
Lovett says, "I don't remember this episode. Hey, everyone, what is going on?" Well, we are.
I don't like the fact that she's here. I love it. Thank you. That. I deserve that. Yes.
Don't laugh at that. Don't laugh
I'll
at
show
that,
myself
man. Come
out,
on.
guys. I'll show
Don't humor Tyler. All right.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Yeah, that wasn't half bad. That was pretty good.
And absolutely no one's surprised, Janos Slint takes offense at the idea of having to do actual work.
I will not have it.
He has never had to
Hear me,
do
boy.
anything in his entire life.
Are you refusing to obey my order?
My order.
That's treason.
Yeah. It's treason in a paramilitary operation where your options were die or go to hell. You're in hell, so what does that leave you, Janos?
So dignity. I have to behave now since Lovett is here. Oh wow, wow.
Is that
so
a rule? I didn't know that was a rule. We need to have.
in the cannoli chats, Lovett kind of cracks a whip on someone.
Okay, gotcha.
See.
Take Lord Janos outside. Okay, and now, now that look there, Alistair's like, what you gonna do? Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm sure it's gonna go well. No one's gonna lose their head. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
And so then, okay, so the thing that I'm talking about is when John takes the last sip out of his cup and leaves, there's this weird, like, off-center looking scene of inside the hall that doesn't make any sense to me. And I wanted to ask Tyler,
okay,
does that have is that any significant or anything?
Right here?
No. I'm just showing that he steps out of his way and he's like, dude, you're screwed.
Yeah,
So-
no point back in Alistair, or not Alistair, no point back in Janos. He brings nothing to the table.
Yeah.
Aside from his friends in court.
I'm letting it play because I got to get to it. So they just put the freaking stump down.
Yep.
You'll see.
Okay, so and then
That
this.
right there? That is weird. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe to add a little bit more time between the two scenes, it adds a couple extra seconds to kind of spread them out, but it doesn't add that much.
I guess just to kind of show the shadow that he put the drink down and he was like the last one out.
It is weird. It's like super off center. It's not really.
Well, because everybody's waiting for him. They're on his time now.
Oh,
okay, maybe.
He's like, I'm just gonna sit here, relax, finish my drink, and we'll get to it when we get to it.
That's true.
I could also see it. I could also see it as like it's representing the shadow he casts as a man. He now is back in like.
You want to run it again, Ryan?
It's the conversation between Varys and Tyrion, where it's like a short man can have a long shadow.
Okay, Shadow, shush. Hold on.
Well, hold on. I gotta. We're gonna watch it again. Hold on, I gotta get to it.
It looks like maybe just an editing error, honestly.
Subtle Deviancy says this is like going to the showers in jail and noticing the guard suddenly disappeared.
I think Janos would prefer that over what's about to happen.
Yeah,
probably. Okay, here we are. I think that's just.
Yeah, it shows his shadow in the background. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like the shadow that he's casting now.
Because like everybody else is gone, and he's like Lily said, everybody else is gone. He's just enjoying his drink and then getting up, and it just kind of shows it in the shadow of it. Yeah.
Or that
I buy that.
Maybe
Lily caught it the first time. I didn't.
There you go.
Well, because that's what I would do if I was in that position of power. I'd be like, everyone's gonna be, oh my gosh, what is she gonna do? What's about to happen? You let them simmer in it for a little bit.
You can really see yourself in that situation, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I do.
There you
Could
go.
it also be he needed like a sip of liquid courage before he did
No,
this?
not liquid courage. He knows exactly what he's gonna do.
I don't think John does, because that's Ned Stark's son, and he was
Yeah.
very adamant about the fact that if you're going to sentence somebody to death, you swing the
Yes,
sword.
you're
Right, but
certain
this is
of
the
it.
first time he's ever executed someone. Everyone else he's ever killed has been, it's been a fight. This is the first time he's got someone laid on the ground, and all he has to do is
No, Shadow, remember the very first episode where Ned had to
Right.
kill that person.
No,
He told them all.
He has
Like
to
you're
swing the
thinking way too much into it. You're thinking way
I would
too much
agree,
into it.
because it was John that told Bran not to look away.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
He said don't look away.
So
Yeah, this is his duty now.
So it's basically like, okay, everyone's out.
Yeah, everyone's out.
All right, let's go.
Words, my lord. Now's the time.
I was wrong. You're the Lord Commander. We all serve you. I'm sorry, not only for this, for all I've done and said.
I'm afraid. I've always been afraid.
Mm-hmm.
The
My lord,
sheer
please,
unadulterated hatred.
Mercy. I'll go, I will. Please.
Not this time.
I'm afraid. I've always been afraid.
Just turn your head now. Turn your head. You're fine. Turn your head. Bang!
The unadulterated hatred on Jon Snow's face. Because think about all of the men who were terrified but still did their duties. Mormont, Gren, Pipar, a bunch of other people that we don't really get names for. They were terrified of the things in the blizzard. They were terrified of the giants coming at the wall, but they stood and they died. And you're a little bitch who runs away the moment his little legs start quivering.
And he got one of his weak links out of the way too.
Mm-hmm. Subtle Deviancy said R2 needs to meme Shadoo's head on his butt.
On Janos's head? Fuck you.
You don't want anybody who's not going to be a team player and is not going to listen to you. So.
Yeah, I don't think we want to do that. That might upset the YouTube.
Weren't surprised that he actually
might upset the YouTube.
What?
You guys weren't like surprised that he actually swung it?
No,
I was surprised.
Thanks for mercy. No. Okay, I was surprised.
No, because then
good catch. Nice catch there. Nice catch there.
Good job, Ryan. That would have deleted the channel.
This is the team that brings the whole episode together. What are we doing?
So Tyler.
I was gonna say, what happened?
So Tyler, how much does this next scene improve the chart?
I was about to say something. I wasn't done talking.
Just kind of
you were sorry.
Let Lily finish.
No.
We can talk about boobs anytime. Let Lily finish.
Gee. Now I forgot what I was gonna say. You see?
Well, now you're on.
There you
on
go.
the hook
Floor's
for
all
it.
yours.
Well, now I forgot. I was gonna make a good point, and now it just it's gone away. So.
Is it because you?
The thing in the scene that distracted me from the boobs actually was the beard. I couldn't figure out. I was like, that's a fake beard, but I couldn't tell if it was like just bad, bad hair makeup, but then it was obviously a fake beard when he just pulls it off later. But that really distracted me.
Yeah.
So Lily, what was your thought based on the look that Stannis gave him?
No, I was gonna say something else about. It had to do something about because you know how Tyler was like, "Were you guys surprised that he actually did it?" Oh, that's okay. I remember. I was gonna say, great. I forgot again. No, forget it. It's too close.
Was it gonna be something along the lines of like John is? He's not a merciful man. He is a soldier.
Oh, no. That was going to be the opposite. That he can't show that he's weak too by just accepting him saying, "Oh, I'm sorry. Like, I'm scared and I'm sorry that I didn't listen to you."
Like
and
a sign of weakness to let him live.
Right.
Well, he gave him 3 chances too. He's like, literally 3 chances, and dude was like, "I'm not doing it," and it's like, all right. So this next scene, it's kind of creepy. So the high septum.
So the
Kind of creepy. That's like
the
my
High
Friday night. What are
Septon,
you talking about, guys?
he's ministering to the lowly prostitutes.
That's right.
Yes,
Somebody
he
has
is.
to go out and
He is
and go to
doing the
brothels
God's
and-
work.
Yeah.
And let's just say the Sparrows, the fanatic group decided.
Roboting.
Am I?
Not for me.
What
He
happened?
was fine.
Oh, did he freeze?
No.
It might just
He-
be you.
Okay, because I mean, I
I'm
hear you
fine.
guys fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm very confused.
Well, I mean, who knows? There could be
I-
weather in between the two locations because he just had issues, and of course, whatever his lot it could be. Anyway,
Now we're good.
Subtle deviancy, creepy is my wheelhouse.
We know, buddy.
we know.
I don't. I'm glad not knowing.
Back
Back to the 7 prostitutes and the priest. Or the
Yes.
Pope. Sorry, the Pope.
Yes.
And the kid with the obviously fake beard.
And forefathers.
I am the High Septon of the...
You are a sinner. And you shall be punished.
Are we going to show the scene when they're walking him down the road? Can we show that?
Where
I
he's
don't
at,
think we can.
What, ass naked? No.
Okay.
Do you want to
well,
see
let me
naked
ask a
old
question
man?
then, if we're not going to show it. Are they hitting him in the dick?
Yeah. Well, they're hitting.
Possibly.
Okay, it looks like they're like going out of the way to smack his dick.
So when he tries to cover up, they either hit him on the fucking ass or they fucking hit him on the hands, and they're hitting him on the front area.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that because he is to be shamed, and
They're
obviously
giving him the old shadoo then. Okay, I got you.
I'm sorry, what, Tyler?
Isn't that what it's called?
The old
well,
what?
this part is blacked out, so because of the shadow. So obviously you can see the nice naked man here. But that's all.
So you can't show old man ass?
Oh no!
No, you can't show old man ass. Why would
No one wants to see that.
I never show old man ass, so I didn't know. But yeah, if it's gonna get you in channel in trouble, obviously I'll do that. But I didn't know. I was just curious. I was just curious about the old slapping the dick with a stick.
Yeah. So the Macer has been with more prostitutes than Charlie Sheen.
Just in that one scene. Yeah, he was surrounded with.
Oh, gross.
A man's private affairs should remain private.
Oh my god! God, I know, right?
Nasty.
We're at that scene too.
Ugh.
Oops, my bad.
So you were ministering to the needs of these devout prostitutes.
A man's private affairs ought to stay private.
What do you want from us, High Septon?
Private affairs should stay private.
Seriously, little like
By arresting these
smirk.
criminals and throwing
Yeah,
them in
yeah.
the black cells, I ask that you execute their leader, this so-called High Sparrow. He is a threat to everything we hold sacred. If he goes unpunished,
And where do I find this man? This High Sparrow.
In the slums. So she goes to the slums,
Right, and then we find out in this scene that Cersei has thrown the High Septon into the dungeons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because she wants to parlay with someone who could possibly give her a leg up over Marjorie. And I absolutely love this entire turn of events because it plays so well into Cersei's just greatest character flaw and also just ties into the world building of Westeros so damn perfectly.
What is it that she's smelling?
For that incident.
All the poor people.
No,
she's smelling
because of
dirty.
that. She keeps like putting something into her.
Yeah,
nose
she's
and sniffing it. I
smelling-
don't know if it's like a perfume or what.
Probably her perfume
Yeah.
because she's
Perfume.
surrounded
Because
by
it smells
shit
bad.
and corpses and sweat and children and
Yeah.
old people.
Ugh.
and probably defecating in the streets.
And pee.
Lily is
Oh,
not
I
a
think we
fan
lost
of
JV.
the
Oh, yeah, we did lose JV.
Ah,
His-
JV.
Oh no! Oh man!
That's the wrong song.
Okay, I'll pull him out just here for a second and see
Oh.
if he.
We'll miss you.
Oh, stop!
JV.
Perv.
High Septon.
Lame.
Acceptable way to treat the chosen representative of the gods in this world, wouldn't you say?
Hypocrisy is a boil.
Yeah, she's got like a rag she just keeps putting up there. I guess it's just
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's perfume.
She's a highborn lady of the Westerlands. She's not
Why?
used to being
Why is she doing this? Couldn't she get someone else to go down there and mingle with the pores?
I subtle deviancy. That's a Shadow's mom cleans his room.
No, nothing. No defense there.
I mean, I'm looking at the Febreze bottle and I was tempted on whether or not to pull it out.
Whoa.
JV, are you alive? Yay, JV!
Hey. We had a good
He
like 10
lives.
minutes.
Yeah.
But he's back now.
But
Yeah,
as to why
I'm having-
she's doing it,
I'm having
Tyler,
some-
as opposed to getting an
I'm having
underling,
some
she's trying
issues
to.
here, so.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead,
Can
Shadow.
you-
What?
No.
Can you hear us? Nothing.
What?
Can you hear
That's
me?
so weird.
I'm well, of all the folks to hear, yes, I hear you. So,
Let's fuck.
Oh my
I don't
god.
know what you did to make God mad, but he seems angry if that's the case.
Yeah, I don't think he
feel
hears
very
it.
bad for you.
Well, we'll try to press on. Hopefully, he can comment.
Doesn't want me to arrest
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Execute you.
I wouldn't presume to know your thoughts on the matter.
My thoughts on the matter are in line with your own. The High Septon's behavior was corrosive, as was his attitude. Having a man like that reside in the Sept eats away at the faith from the inside. So now he resides in the Red Keep dungeons instead. The faith and the crown are the two pillars that hold up this world. One collapses, so does the other. We must do everything necessary to protect one another.
I'm sure this alliance will work out great for her.
There is immense significance in what she is doing with this scene right here. If you look at the history of Westeros, the faith, so the faith had like an immense political, economic, and martial power before the arrival of Aegon Targaryen, because we're the church, we're able to call upon land and knights and stuff, and they had like a massive army. And then Aegon shows up, crushes it, and then dies, and then the faith rises up against the Targaryens because they fuck their siblings, and Maegor basically exterminates and outlaws the ability for the church to have an army. What Cersei explicitly does in the books and kind of does here is basically telling the faith that you guys are allowed to rearm, you're allowed to remilitarize, because she wants to act against Marjorie with an alliance, basically being the only one she can get of substance, the faith. And this is absolutely one of the most dangerous things she could have done. Looking at history, one of the greatest rivals of any sort of ruling aristocracy is always an organized church. Had things gone a certain different way, the Catholic Church may have dominated all of Europe as opposed to being stuck on a small part of the Italian peninsula. Howdy, Boosh.
What is up there, Boosh? Boosh says, I'm so late, and when I get here, Shadu is rambling.
No, he's making some good
actually,
good
yeah,
context there.
But since
For
you
once.
did ask for the clip, I'm gonna play
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
It looked like JV just put in the Twitter chat that
Yeah, he's got to
needs
reboot.
to restart his computer. So all right. Well, we're moving towards the end here.
It's all right. Lily's still here. That's the main thing.
Is that what? That's the only thing that matters.
By the way, where's Nomi?
I think
Nomi's
she's like
right.
running errands or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's busy today.
She is busy today. What up, man?
What the heck?
I'm on my phone now, so.
All
Your
right.
voice
Well,
sounds very different.
yeah, because
Can
you
you-
didn't
Yep.
have a microphone.
Can you hear us, Joker?
Yes, I can.
All right.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh,
Yay.
All right.
Shut up,
Oh
Shadow.
my god,
We
it's
get to go on a
Sansa.
smoke, we're going on a smoke break with you. That's fun.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that is awesome.
The first.
Okay. Boosh says, "Hail JV." There you go.
Hey, B, you smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's why he. What else did you think he meant when he said he would go on cancer breaks?
I don't think I've ever heard him say that before.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
he posts it in private chat sometimes as well. Yeah, no, he's
Oh.
a smoker.
I selectively pay attention to you guys, so
Wow.
Totally,
I
totally
appreciate the
valid.
honesty.
Absolutely valid.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Boosh. I didn't see your comment. Thank you.
Wow.
And you're prepared for the consequences.
Run, Sansa, run.
Sansa Stark to Ramsay.
The Lannister name doesn't mean what it once did. Tywin is dead. He kept his house in power through sheer will. Without him, Jaime has one hand and no allies. Tommen is a soft boy.
Oh, those
a king
chickens?
to fear.
The Queen
Aw.
will be enraged.
Queen Marjorie.
Yeah, he's got chickens.
Well, I knew he had chickens, but I didn't. Holy shit! You actually have a backyard.
Yeah, he lives in a house.
What the fuck? I thought you had an apartment.
For some reason, I thought like he was living in a New York apartment type thing, and it never really clicked that you're in Vegas.
No, he's had chickens for a while now.
I know he's had chickens, but I didn't realize like he had a backyard, like a plot of land. I thought it was
Right.
I apologize.
Right.
Back to Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones.
And
He actually
palm
does have a
trees.
basement for Kevin. Very interesting.
Boosh says Roose Bolton is such a monster. I don't think Ramsay fell so far from the fruit tree. No.
Oh, yeah, no. Roose is.
I believe they're chicks.
Yeah, no, Boosh. Roose Bolton murdered Ramsay's mother's husband, took her without her consent, and what he remembers of that day is the fact that his horse like broke a horseshoe or something, and it was a mild inconvenience. Like, the guy is an absolute fucking monster.
Yeah,
he's just able to rein it in when he needs to.
JV, what are the chickens' names?
If you give them names, that means they become pets, and these are not pets.
Didn't you name one Wednesday?
You eat them?
I did when at some point, yes,
No.
and we eat their eggs
My parents
too.
have like 20 chickens, and my mom names them all just for.
But they're fluffy and cute.
They're assholes.
You can still have pets, but I mean, they still get the eggs.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
you don't name any of them.
I did name one the Wednesday, and she's the darkest of the darker colored hens. So luckily we have no roosters here, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Subtle deviancy. GV is insatiable. He eats all.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
Okay, back to Game of Thrones.
Yeah, let's get back to.
We are okay. So this one is super selective on how I can show it, because the final scene is with basically Tyrion and Varys have come to.
Well, I actually do want to make one comment about Roose, and Roose is also a very paranoid person right now, with good reason. So a message came from Cersei, and he read it first, and Peter was like, well, why? And he's like, you have to understand, I'm in a very vulnerable spot here. And then so he gives the message back to him, and he says, I guess I should write it her as soon as possible. And Roose is like, I'm gonna read that too, just so you know.
Yeah. Oh, you saying that just reminded me of something. If he marries his son to Sansa Stark, then basically what he's doing is he's aligning his family with the woman who is one of the suspects in Joffrey's murder. So that is correct. Yeah, okay, yeah, that just clicked. That's a very dangerous situation to be in.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so
sorry.
No, you're good. Now we are
in Volantis.
Yes, we are in Volantis, and we're in the Zahor house with Varys and Tyrion, and a very recognizable figure comes into view. However, her prostitutional counterpart. Now, she is turned to the side, and there's nobody else in view, so I can show this one little snippet. Obviously,
and there we go.
That is meant to be Daenerys, and that's all I can show.
You can show like a little bit more when she walks away.
No,
because you get a giant shot of booty.
Tyler.
Yeah, no, Tyler. Which I mean,
well,
you can't show old man ass. You can't.
I
show...
appreciate that Tyler's like equal opportunity.
Very much so.
He very much is. He's above board on all standards.
That's
here.
right. Just all the nudity.
The dragons. It appears you're not the only Targaryen supporter.
Which I mean, given how people react to a certain representative in the House of Representatives, we shouldn't be surprised that a queen is treated in a very similar fashion.
Someone who inspires priests and whores is worth taking.
I hate Twitter.
What makes you like that?
Now, something that you do miss there is that you see a very familiar face as she walks to be to sit on these gentlemen's laps. The Daenerys lookalike,
Captain Friendzone.
Yeah, Captain Friendzone. Boosh says subtle, and probably Gacy and Manson and Bundy. They nuts. Subtle Deviancy says, how else is she going to see female nudity? I watch it. I mean,
wow.
Jeez.
I watched these episodes. Subtle.
Wow. D-Day says my ex joked that Jorah must have paid for her a lot.
Wow.
It's quite
not be
possible.
surprised.
It's quite possible, but at the same time, though, since he actually was in love with her, maybe not. I don't know.
Probably not, but I'm sure a lot of.
He may have done it drunk a couple of times.
Yeah, I think there's an argument for both directions. But it's okay.
Maybe like the High Septon. You know, like something he's not proud of, but it's a thing that happens.
Yeah. I do like that one. I'm going to speak with someone with hair.
You've got no drink.
So this is Tyrion talking to a hooker.
Do I look like a man without money? Never trust looks. Until quite recently, I was one of the richest men in the world. Who needs wealth when you can make a woman laugh?
I always.
True, we do like to laugh.
Well known for
it.
You like her. They all like her. They all like her.
It's because they've never met her.
You're just saying that.
Is it just the name, Nomi?
I'm going to fucking kill you, Boosh.
Wait, what happened? Hold
What?
on.
I'm going to fucking
that one
kill you.
In Minecraft, Shadow probably has a pillow with a. Whoa!
That crosses a line.
Oh my god!
I just love the idea that it's just. I love that it's just the name. It's not even like a picture.
Boosh says, "I apologize, but I'm not deleting that because I made myself laugh." And
doesn't really matter because StreamYards would keep it.
Oh my god!
We got
Wow.
the real
Okay,
JV
that's
back.
what's happening. Yeah,
Uh,
it's not the evil phone twin.
That's the best part.
Good lord!
What
man.
the heck?
I mean,
Oh my god!
it's funny.
I think even subtle is just.
Are you
I
trying
know.
to say that,
Wow.
That's
Boosh,
a fucking line cross, Boosh. I
trying to
think
say
it's
that-
worse
that
than the time
Shadu is
Kohai
Captain-
animated the cactus. That's
Boosh, we
fucking
are
line.
ladies. When we're not here, we can't be talked about like that. She's not here to defend herself.
He says, "Do not tell her."
Not tell
Oh,
her.
I'm sure she'll watch this.
I'm sure she'll watch.
Yeah, you're in big trouble, buddy.
Yeah,
She's
you're
gonna
probably
kill me first for
look.
some
And,
reason.
and for once, it's not me who's in trouble. So I'm not saving
And
you.
just
Sorry, dude.
and just remember, she does choose violence.
Yeah.
Let's choose violence.
This would be so good to have like the time when she like cracked her knuckles on stream as like a GIF Ryan could play. Like she does choose violence and then knuckle crack.
So getting back to Game of Thrones, so we can wrap it up because we're literally almost
Getting
done.
back to the
Subtle
Munich.
started it. Subtle did not fucking start that, Boosh.
Yeah. So long story short, Tyrion can't do it. He can't be with the hooker.
Come on.
Something's a bit
Okay.
off.
Never mind.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Now you can't actually see anything, so I'll show this little paused part, but I can't show it plain.
Of course you can.
You're like Tubi. You cut out all the good stuff.
I'm not.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was wonderful.
my gosh!
You fuckers are. I'm a bad influence on
I'm
you
gonna
fuckers.
start calling Ryan Tubi.
I'm gonna clip that section out at an hour and 30 and play that whenever like there's nudity.
Whenever
like
there's
Tubi.
nudity, just play that clip.
Oh man. Oh wow.
Gladly, but this.
Yesterday I was watching some movie and it had like a sex scene, and it was on Tubi, and it just like kind of went to like the morning after, and I was like, "Wait, what happened?"
Yeah, you're like, whoa. So Tyrion's like, I'm going to use the bathroom. Lucius, I'll take worst things ever said for 800 Ken. So Tyrion's going to the bathroom, and we can't show this because this is the end.
Right. I'm taking you to see the queen. Because now Jorah is now like, okay, I have a way back in. I have a way back in.
Yep.
Some guys just don't know the meaning of no.
Show's almost
Right.
over. I'm sure there are girls inside who'd be happy to oblige. Made some kind of mistake. Why don't you tell me what you think you're doing, and then
taking me to the queen.
I mean,
Which is great because that's where they were going anyway. Now he doesn't. Now he doesn't have to listen to Gabby Goose the whole time.
Oh, I like Varys.
I do too, but it's a long trip.
And in some instances, what was being done to him, that costs extra. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm sure Jorah did that for free.
Yeah.
No, what happened to Tyrion cost
Oh,
extra.
boy.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, Jorah did it for free. Tyler
Tyler
is
is
the
the
Tyrion
Tyrion
hearing
of
of
Vegas.
loss. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I don't know. He said much worse about Shadow. I'll take that.
And Bushes, and this is the beginning of the end for Jorah. Yeah.
Well, see, because he decided to go to hell to get there instead of going around hell.
D-Day says, isn't the queen back inside? Not the one
That
he
is
wants.
a queen, not the queen.
Yeah, not the one he wants. All right, so we are at the mark because JV's got stuff to do. Shadow, keep it to the point. Go.
If Ryan is letting me back on Royal Rumble, I'll be on Royal Rumble this Friday. If not, then I won't. And then back here, same time, well, a little bit later, next week for episode 4 of season 5 of Game of Thrones. It's going to be great, folks.
Bush says D-Day, she has a backside. Hi-oo. Yeah, she does. Speaking of backside, Tyler the Redbeard.
Not a bad view. Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on. Probably see you next week.
Yeah. And it's not a holiday, so we should be on our regular Monday time. And of course, Lily
shit,
3.
It's Tuesday. Yeah, that holiday like screwed me up. So, anyway, sorry.
Yeah. No, trust me. And Lily 300 Mirrors pissing everybody off on Twitter.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm over there on Twitter, always causing trouble sometimes. And then of course I'm here with you guys on Mondays, watching Game of Thrones spiral into hell. And then on Fridays again with you guys too. So I'll be here on this Friday. And next week, not this week, but next week, we have episode 2 of Dames and Dorks. So we're streaming on Inside All Day podcast, but you can go find us. All of our information is on Twitter.
And I need to update that in the description. I will do that. Real quick. Bush says, well said, a quote from Shadow. I'll be here unless I'm not Shadow.
Yeah, basically.
So DVC, I feel guilty for a nanosecond picking on Shadu.
Don't be. No one on the panel does.
All right. And then lastly, and certainly not least, the man who takes us out, go.
That's right. So tomorrow morning, you will see my review of the halfway point of Ahsoka. Thursday, you'll see me on with Roman of the Empire talking about the same dumpster fire. Friday, I will be having a topic in the morning. I'm not sure yet. But then Friday also, same place here, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, Legion Talk for Friday Night's Royal Rumble. This is his channel. No one gives two shits about him. So I get to say goodbye to the chats. You were awesome. Panel, you were awesome. And have a great week and toodles.